Listen closely. What if I told you that you are not one soul but two? One tied to your body, your emotions, your pain, and one eternal, unchanging, luminous, divine. The ancients whispered of this secret. Every human carries two souls. Stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll never see yourself or anyone else the same way again. Follow now if you already feel a spark of recognition. The first soul is the mortal soul. This is the one tied to your body, your desires, fears, habits, and emotions. It's the part of you that craves, that gets hurt, that struggles with doubt. The ancients described it as the astral or animal soul. It isn't evil, but it is temporary. It dies with the body. This is the part that makes us human, but also the part that drags us into suffering when it dominates. Comment below. Do you feel your life is run more by your emotions and desires right now, or by something higher guiding you? I want to know. The second soul is the divine soul. This one is eternal. It existed before your birth and will exist after your death. It is the spark of the infinite, the breath of God, the seed of light. This is the part of you that knows peace, wisdom, and unconditional love. When the divine soul leads, you live in alignment with truth. The ancients said the purpose of life is not to kill the mortal soul, but to bring it into harmony with the divine. Drop a star in the comments if you've ever felt that higher self whispering inside you. This is the battle every human lives with, the war between the mortal and the divine. When the mortal soul dominates, we feel trapped, addicted, angry, anxious, lost. But when the divine awakens, suddenly life feels guided. Synchronicities appear, and you sense you're on the right path. The Hermeticists, the Hindus, the Gnostics, they all taught about this struggle. It is the story of every myth, the hero torn between shadow and light, only to remember they were divine all along. What side do you feel you're living from more often, your mortal or your divine? Comment mortal or divine. Let's see how this community feels. But here's the key. The two souls aren't enemies. They're meant to work together. The mortal gives you experience, the taste of life, the lessons, the trials. The divine gives you purpose, the higher wisdom that makes the trials meaningful. When you align them, the mortal becomes the vessel for the divine. This is what mystics called the great work. If you've ever felt your struggles shape you into someone wiser, comment Dove, because that is your mortal soul being refined by the divine. How do you awaken the divine soul? The ancients said, through remembrance, through practices that quiet the mortal, so the divine can speak. Meditation, prayer, ritual, silence, nature, all of these were gateways. When the divine awakens, you realize you are not your pain, not your fear, not your body. You are eternal spirit having a human experience. Share in the comments what practice helps you feel closest to your higher self. Meditation, journaling, walking in nature. Let's build a list together. As empaths, this teaching is even more important. Our mortal soul feels everything, our pain and the pain of others, but our divine soul holds the wisdom of why we are here and how to transmute what we feel. When an empath learns to live from the divine soul, sensitivity becomes power. You stop drowning in emotion, you start alchemizing it into light. If you're an empath, drop a herb in the comments so we can find each other. So remember this. You are not one soul, you are two. A mortal soul, learning and stumbling through the world, and a divine soul, eternal and shining, guiding you back to source. The purpose of life is not to reject one, but to unite them, so your mortal vessel becomes the temple of your divine essence. Follow for more hidden wisdom that helps you awaken the divine soul. Share this with someone who feels lost in their struggles. They need to remember their second soul. Comment the word awakening if you are ready to live from your higher self. Because when enough of us remember both souls, the whole world shifts back into divine order.